What's good to my peeps? Thank you for joining in the Two Pennies, the 2 Cents podcast. I am your commentator, your narrator, your broadcaster. I am Nino. First of all, I want to thank the man upstairs for letting me open my eyes another day, to wake up, to be on the pursuit of trying to fulfill another 24. Secondly, please subscribe that button, hit that like button, clicks. I appreciate y'all subscriptions. Thank you, and I love my fans. And also, let me just give a shout out to the fans. Again, if I have said it, I cannot stop saying it. This is what I'm trying to build. This is what I'm trying to construct. This is what I'm trying to assemble. It wouldn't be nothing without y'all. I appreciate y'all really, really interested in what I have to say, whether it's right or wrong, whether you like it or not. I appreciate you, again, tuning in to my channel and just being cool. So that's what's up. I was out at the grocery store yesterday, and one of my few cousins called me and wanted me to discuss something that's possibly going on where they're at. He has a job, and so he was saying, hey, Uncle Nino, can you work at a job and be friends with your co-workers? And I said, that's interesting. So my topic and my title today is co-workers are your friends, or co-workers aren't your friends. Basically, I believe co-workers aren't your friends. So now I'm finna get to the meat of it, give y'all my opinion. You know I'm very opinionated. See what y'all like about it, and then here we go. Wow, the workplace relationships can be valuable for morale and productivity. It's crucial to maintain professional boundaries. And remember that co-workers, whether it's he or she, are not necessarily friends. Let me repeat that again, because I know sometimes people can't hear me clearly because I have a lot of slang in my voice. While workplace relationships can be valuable for morale and productivity, it's crucial to maintain professional boundaries and remember that co-workers, whether it's he or she, are not necessarily friends. When you at a job, it's like training camp for football. It's like training camp for basketball. It's like when you going to the Grapefruit League in baseball. See, it's like, to me, it's like a lot of free agents or a lot of talented prospects are picked by this conglomerate entity. Like in baseball, say a team like the Texas Rangers or the New York Yankees. But what I'm trying to say, an example, like the company that you're working for is a conglomerate entity, and they pick you and numerous other, as they see, specialized, talented, possibly people to put on their roster. They pick specialized, talented workers that hopefully can bring capital to their company. So they are picking you guys. They're going to give y'all mostly time, a 60 to 90 day probationary period, in which that means that you can't really have no screw ups. You really can't be late. It's something serious. So I look at it like this. You have to go on there and look at it like it's you against who you think you're friends, but y'all have to be competitive against each other, especially when you first get on the job. Don't go in there looking for friendship. If friendship comes, it's cool. Go in there with you against the world, eye of the tiger. You have to succeed, because remember, your job is so serious. Your job is your livelihood. So you can't go in there looking to be friends. This is a professional, and this is a professional job site, a professional place that has to conduct business. So saying that, go in there, stand on business, get down like your back is against the wall, and for the initial time that you go to the job, which I go back to the probationary period, which again is most time 30 to 60 to 90 days, just concentrate on you. Don't worry about who you can befriend or things like that. If that comes, cool. But remember, your job is your job. If you want friendship, you got friends when you're out that clock. Workplace dynamics, job security, and competition. Many workplaces, there's an inherent sense of competitions or promotions, recognition, and bonuses, which can put a strain on friendship as people prioritize their career advancement. See, that's what I'm saying. When you go in there, the fellow co-worker is looking at you, it's just like you, the competitor. Because when you get a job, you want to get on the job, you want to be very dominant in getting product done. You want to be very good in getting your productivity up, because there comes promotions, there comes bonuses. When you get on a job, you want to build on a job. So right then and there, you're not looking to get on the job and get a friend, because remember, your job not going to promote to you and your friend together. Your job really is looking to see who's the best between you and your friend, or who you see as you and your friend. My meaning, you don't have no friends right now. Go in there, handle your business, stand on business. Again, go in there, shine, make people smile. See the big bosses above you, which is your supervisors or your managers. Make them gravitate to you. If they watching you, don't take it as they watching you because you messing up. A lot of times it is, or you're not doing proficient work. A lot of times they watching over you because they like the work that you're putting out, or they like the work that you bring to their job, or how you doing the work correctly. Remember, always follow regulations and guidelines, but go in there and remember, right now it's you. You're trying to build. Your job, if it's a great company, you're trying to look and be at this job for years, because I think most of the time when people go in and have great jobs, or they are employed at a great job, they're looking to build a career and possibly retire. Situational relationships. Work relationships are often situational, meaning they are dictated by your role, task, interactions within the company, rather than personal preference. Again, situation relationships. They are work relationships that are often situational, meaning they are dictated by your role, tasks, interactions within the company, rather than personal preference. That means, like, okay, say you get hired and a fellow coworker get hired. Now, you're better doing one job task better than them. You're better at picking than they're better at picking, but they're better at shipping and receiving than you. It's not a knock on you, but the jobs that you're working for, the companies are going to put the people that shine the most, that are more talented, in the positions that can bring productivity, great productivity to them. So see, what I believe jobs will do is they will give you a handful of different job positions to attempt to proceed or attempt to do. So what they doing is they're weighing their options. They have a numbers game with it. By saying this, they're going to eliminate the non-producers, and then they're going to promote and keep on the producers. But most of the time, I believe a job will give you 2 or 3 positions. That's everybody that's hiring, all workers. That means you and your co-workers. They'll give you 2 or 3 different positions to see where you can grab your niche at, where you're good at, where you're going to be a valuable asset to them at. So then, once they find that out, as I just said, they'll put you in picking while they'll put the other co-worker at shipping and receiving. Company culture. Some workplaces may have a culture that emphasizes professionalism and discourages overly close personal relationships. Let me repeat that again. Some workplaces may have a culture that emphasizes straight professionalism and discourages overly close personal relationships. Some companies don't want you to even mingle or socialize with your coworker. You're here to handle what you're being hired for. You'll see that on your handbook, which meaning if you want to talk to your coworker, and that's cool, basically talk to them on break. But when you out there, they're standing on professionalism. See, they have a big number which the company has to answer. They have people over them that they have to get their product, or they have to that they got dates due that are counting on them to come through. So they don't have no time for the BS. They don't have no time for you want to be friendly. It's cool to be mutual and nice, but when you punch that clock, when that horn sounds, it's time for you to go out there and get with it. If you want to mingle or talk on the phone, you do that on your break or your lunch break. Whereas that, if you want to talk to family members or you got somebody to call, you do that on your phone. But especially when you at work, you really conversate very few and shortly, maybe at your break. It's not a lot of going back and forth because, as I said, they have a quota that's due. So saying that, they want you to get out there and get it, make them look good. You take care of them, they'll take care of you, but they're standing on professionalism. And professionalism is nothing but being a pro in it. Pros, when it comes to time, pros is when it comes to time to be serious, they will show up and show out. And that's what the company is asking you to do. We don't have time for all that fraternizing and talking and socializing like that. If you want to do all that, go out and go to a fiesta or a party. Overly close relationships. Potential for conflict. Overly close relationships can lead to conflicts or complications, especially if the personal issues spill over into the workplace. First of all, please don't go in there trying to men and even women. Don't go to your job looking to kick it, man, to get a woman, or women, don't go to your job looking to go and kick it and find you a man for dating or something like that. That relationship you should already have. It is so much prohibited that dating on job sites is just a big no-no. You don't do that because that's mutual conflict. That puts too much pressure. No way that you can work and date somebody at the same time, because especially in a relationship, men or women, sooner or later, feelings and tempers and emotions are going to get in it, and you don't need that. So don't go in there looking to have close relationships, even on a friendly tip. It's cool to holler at your homeboy and say good morning, or holler at a lady friend and say good morning, how was your day? But when it's time for the line to say be going, or it's time for the product to be getting done, shipped out, and sent on this way, that's what the company, that's what your superiors, that's what the bosses have hired you and put you in that position for. You don't have to always say something to your fellow coworker. Like I say, you can do that before you get on the clock, hello, good morning, and if you find a little friend, women or men, that, maybe you two take a liking to, always, when y'all clock out and go home, y'all can chit-chat, walking to your car in the parking lot or something like that. But basically, when you in between that time working, say an 8-hour shift or a 10-hour shift, you are expected to put out, and I mean put out greatly. They don't want you to come up short or nothing like that, because believe me, your superiors, the management, will always be looking. And if you have a problem with that, they will give you a couple of verbal warnings, and then maybe possibly you get written up. But if it becomes this consistently a big hassle to them, then you're on your way out. Maintaining professional boundaries. Protecting personal information. Sharing personal details with your coworkers can be risky, as they might use that information against you or gossip about it. Remember, I have seen so much. A lot of your coworkers are snakes. They are. And they want to find anything to get up on you. They will smile in your face and stab you in your back, stab you in your torso, stab you in your chest. See, if they know that you getting down tougher than they are, and remember, this is a competition thing, so they know they can't outdo you when it comes to producing, getting out there in the field, which means the field is where you're at your job site, doing your thing and working. If you start giving them information, say like you have something going on the internet, or you're doing something that's cool but not really none of their business, they want any little thing to put you on blast, and you do not need that, because they will say they will keep the information you giving them very confidential, but going in their mind, they already really don't like you. Well, it's not they don't like you, they don't like how you're growing in the company, and they know that you're a little bit more talented than them as far as working, so they can't beat you out in the field. So little information you getting over the internet, even ladies, if the ladies are doing OnlyFans, that's your business, or men doing something that, that could hurt them, don't be discussing your personal information with your co-workers. It's none of their business. That's why I think a lot of companies like to limit the time you be talking to your co-workers, because when you getting comfortable and start sharing vital, important information, your co-worker, that, remember again, is a nothing but a slithery snake, will stab you in the back because they jealous of you. It's just waiting on an opportunity to expose you. And then just say, like, if on the internet, and they put that on the internet, and they get back to the job, then your job see that right then and there. You're going to be terminated on site. And then you wonder who did that to you. You probably think it's an enemy outside of work, but a lot of times it's that person, it's that he or she that's looking at you, smiling in your face, that has exposed you, that has went behind your back, put your information on the internet so the job can see it, and now you out the door hoping they will get that position or them bonuses that was meant for you. But also, I know about that too. When that dude's happen, karma come back and get everybody. Just don't trust your co-workers. Don't give them your personal information. Don't do that. Talk maybe sports. Limit your talk, but don't give them your personal information. Avoid distractions. Overly friendly interactions can lead to distractions. and decrease in productivity. If that line is going and that product is coming down that conveyor belt, and you know, say like you work at Amazon or something like that, or a warehouse that has a lot of products that have to be shipped, you don't have time enough to be kikiing, laughing, going back and forth. Because for one thing, you can misbox one of them products. You can put one product that was supposed to go out to this address into another address, and now the customer or the client that's thinking they're going to receive their proper order is not going to get their proper order. Pay attention. Giggling and laughing and distractions can surely easily cause you to lose focus. And when you lose focus, now you messing up the orders. Now, when you messing up the orders, that's money that's coming out of your company pocket. That's money because they got to make up that order that they got wrong, because now it's shipped late or they have to reship it. So now that's money coming out their pocket, but also that's money coming out your pocket, because believe me, what comes from the company gonna take from the co-workers, and you can believe that. Prioritizing work. Again, let me mention this. Prioritizing work. Your primary focus at work should be on fulfilling your job responsibilities, not building personal friendship. When you clock in and go in there, you should see nothing. Your tunnel vision should see nothing but I'm going to get done what I have to get done today. A lot of times from a warehouse to any job, your superiors have on a billboard what's the daily agenda from the start of the morning till maybe first break to lunchtime to the next break till you go home. Focus on that. Go in there with this straight concentration. And when you're on an 8 to 10 hour shift, you know that can go fast. Plus, if you're on an 8 to 10 hour shift and y'all putting out heavily, I mean y'all product is in high demand, so y'all work hard daily to put out a lot. You got to keep your focus. You need to prioritize your work, and straight up, that's what all you need to do. You don't have time to be worrying about what so-and-so done did, or what's up with so-and-so in their marriage, or did Jane get a new pair of shoes, or did Corey buy some Jordans? You don't have time for that. You come to work. Work is your livelihood. Work is serious. Work is a human natural resource that you have to live, that you have to serve at a high purpose, that you are committed to. Work in a lot of ways is like a marriage. You say I do when you start working at that job. You have to put out and produce the whole time you at that job, just like you do at a marriage, where it be 2 years, where it be 5 years, where it be 10 years. And like I said earlier, a lot of times when you at a great company, they're giving you bonuses and incentives a lot. You want to try to build, construct, keep moving up the ladder, and retire. Because right now, good jobs are a dime a dozen. And with the AI coming, and I'm seeing Elon Musk and Bill Gates saying in a few years, it'll only be a few jobs that'll be you can do manually, because with the computers and technology, you need to go in there, handle your job, handle your business, and do what you need to do. You need to stand on all 10 toes and get down. Alternative perspectives. Building positive relationships. While it is important to maintain boundaries, it is also possible to have positive and respectful relationships with co-workers without blurring the lines of friendship. Yeah, you can be mutual. That's what I'm saying. You don't go in there and be standoffish and be some kind of mold, or be somebody that's, people say, well, what's wrong with him, or what's wrong with her? But you go in there and you're not trying to build a common bond. See, you're not trying to go to work and get a brother, men. You're not trying to go to work and get a sister women, but you go in there and be nice. Because if everybody is nice and mutual without going overboard and trying to be too friendly, it makes the work day, it makes the work week, it makes work period goes better. Still, you can have fun at work. You want a nice, festive, not too festive atmosphere, but you still want to be more professional. Say you might have 5 or 10% festive, but still the 85% is straight professionalism. Because remember, people still, you got to smile a little bit. Now, you don't want to have a job where everybody is seem like they're in the army and they working, and you got a general or a sergeant just standing over you cracking that whip. No, you don't want that. But you still have to keep your professionalism at number one. But it's okay to crack a joke now and then. It's okay to have a little humor at your job, because a day or a work week can be hard, and sometimes people have to let loose. This don't go too hard, and remember that still we're here to conduct business. We're not here to build great friendships. It's cool to have a friend, but long as you continue and keep your mind standing on business, it'll be okay. Finding general connections. Some people may find genuine friendship at work, but it's essential to be cautious and prioritize work-related interactions. Let me repeat that again. Finding general connections. Some people may also find some people might also find genuine friendship at work, but it's essential to be cautious and prioritize work-related interactions. I would think you might go in there and find a friend, but go in there with that feeling is in your stomach, or that feeling like this: I'm standing in this on my own. Again, I can socialize. I got friends outside of work. If you pick up a friend and y'all, exchange numbers, keep that. I would try to preach this. Keep that really until you get off work. Don't even really socialize a lot when you're at work, because you and that friend can hear a rumor, or you and that friend can start discussing something, and then for all what you know, y'all want to continue discussing that, and now you done forgot your main reason why you at work. Are you working to fulfill, succeed, and be a producer for this company? If you found a friend, it's cool. The friend that you find at that job, keep everything when you're not on that clock. That's what I would advocate. Keep everything that you and that friend, where again, women, if you got a girlfriend that you have found on your job, basically do your thing when y'all off the clock. Men, if you got a homeboy or a fella that you find on that clock while you're on that clock at that company, do everything when you punched out and you're not on that clock. I think it'll make it much better. Don't bring gossip. Don't bring drama to work. Keep that till when you're not at work, because all it takes is two friends that found some gossip or some rumors, and now they are steadily interacting all day about what they heard or what's going on, and they're forgetting the main cause. Work that job. Come up strong. Grow. You got a family to take care of. You can discuss the rumors or that drama going on again when you're not at work. So my main thing is co-workers. Are co-workers your friends? I would say the majority of them, no. Can you find a genuine friend at your workplace or your work site? Yeah, you can, but I wouldn't go on there looking for it. If you find a genuine friend, basically keep it when you're not at your job site or you're not at work. Now you done found a genuine friend, you have plenty time to talk when you're off the clock. If you're working a 24-hour day, 8 to 10 hours a day at that company, you have 16 to 14 hours that you can talk to that genuine friend when you're off the clock about anything you want to. But keep that y'all talking about straight up from the job. Be that genuine friend off the clock, but when you're at work, be that straight up soldier or soldierette, or be that great employee while you're on the clock. This is Nino. 2 pennies, 2 cents, the podcast.